Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with you to recommend another book, and this is in continuation to the last week's video. We ended with the quote of Marshall Goldsmith, and now we are going to review one of his book. The name of the book is What Got You Here Won't Get You There. How successful people become even more successful. There are 14 chapters in this book. And another good part, like the previous books I have recommended, he also has examples and stories to share. He starts the book by saying that many successful management leaders, they are making money, living good lives, but they aren't happy or satisfied with what they are doing. So it's more like a comfort zone scenario. So chapter 1, he speaks about the success delusion. He says that people are in a habit of doing things a certain way, and even when their role changes, they believe that what has made them successful continues to make them successful. An example is a person who's moving from individual contributor role to a people management role. Their initial success has come from something which they have done in their individual capacity, that is, achieve their goals, do their work, but now they are responsible for the work of others as well. Till then, they might have only focused on their own development, and now they will also be responsible for supporting others to develop their career growth. And then he also makes a comment that at senior levels, people hardly get negative feedback. And because of that, we start thinking that we are doing everything right. He gives example of a CEO who's asking his marketing team to develop a packaging for the product. In one meeting, he says blue is the right color, and the team just goes all out to create something magical in blue color. But after a month, when they meet him to show him the final product, he says, I think red would have been better. And then everybody in the marketing team is frustrated that if this was the thought, that could have been given to them much earlier. And here he makes a point that at this level, what you are thinking loudly in your mind would not be construed as a thought process but an order. So be very clear when you are discussing this. Then he highlights 21 habits which are very important for people who are skilled and talented, but only few make it to the top. The reason he says that at the top of the organization, at senior levels, and even at middle management level, only those people who have got very good skills related to those roles will reach. But the people skill, how they work with people, whether it is their teams, whether it is other teams, whether it is the customers, that determines the success. Says that the biggest mistake the leaders do is on goal obsession. They put pressure on people, and that damages relationship. Then he speaks about feedback. Says that at these levels, people will not come and directly give you feedback. First, you have to create a psychologically safe environment for people to give feedback, and you have to be proactive in terms of asking for feedback. This, as per him, is one of the most important criteria which helps people succeed. Then, in terms of meeting, he says a lot of leaders will attend so many meetings as they grow in the organization. And in those meetings, you have to ensure everybody gets a chance to speak, because their words might not be doing justice if they are not comfortable speaking. Then he moves on to saying that apologizing and advertising is another important skill for the leader, because once we become leaders, we sometimes stop accepting our mistakes And at this point of time, if you have made any mistake and you apologize for it, you will develop followership from your team or the people you are leading. And it definitely will build a good relationship. And he says that other your PR team, your comms team might be helping you to build your brand, but you are your own press secretary as well as brand. So how you behave, how you operate, how you support, and how you work with people will do wonders to your career. Listening, as per him, is the most important skill, and I think this is something which many of us are guilty of. So when somebody comes to us and wants to speak about something, what are we doing? Multitasking. We'll be doing something on the laptop and then say, yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the fastest way to lose respect of any person. If you don't have time, if you have something urgent, tell the person, let's meet later, or give them 10 or 15 minutes of your time. But whenever you give that time, please ensure that you are giving 100% focus to that person. So this is something which was even an eye opener for me, and because unconsciously a lot of us do this, and this is the fastest way to lose respect of the person who you are discussing something with. Then he says that as leaders, it is also your responsibility to thank, follow up, and feed forward. What does he say by this? That have your gratitude. So there are a lot of people who would have helped you during your career journey. Just pick up the call and thank them. That will make them very happy. That will make you feel happy, and also strengthen that bond even further. And he gives a nice exercise where he says that make a list of top 25 people who helped you and thank them. Then he speaks about some more things that we can do as leaders. In conclusion, he says that people would not believe if you say that I'm trying to change something or I'm changing at something. Once they observe you doing these things, then they will believe that you have changed. And he says that we have to pick a thing that we really want to change. And I'll give you an example from my personal life. I wanted to improve at chess, and to improve at chess you need time to think. But the time controls I was playing were blitz and bullets, which is 1 minute, 3 minute games, which hardly gave any time to think. When I increased that time, where I was actually able to think, my mistakes went down, my rating started to improve. So he says these things that whichever skill you want to develop, focus on it, and through feedback, you can develop. And finally, he says, be happy now. If you are happy, people around you will be happy, they will be more confident coming to you. Go for your dream. This is the only life you have. This is the only work that you are doing at this point of time. And a nice exercise again, he says that if you're 90-year-old person who has his last breath, goes back in time to give an advice to your younger self, what would it be? And the answer he gives is, we always regret the risk we fail to take. So this is a slightly a longer one, but this book was really fascinating. So thanks again for coming to my channel. If you have liked the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Wish you the very best. And do let me know if you read this book and found something interesting. Thank you so much. Take care.